Welcome to Conspiracy Theories with Chewy. This is part of our Goon Talk channel, but this is a whole different separate entity that I came up with. Okay, so today I want to talk about the Epstein files and some people that might be related to them or in any way contributing to that whole situation. I wanted to talk about Pizzagate. So Pizzagate is shown all over Hollywood. It's shown in movies and TV shows. It's shown in Cartoon Network, on Disney Channel. It's subliminal messaging for everybody. Pizzagate has been going on in Hollywood for years, and most notably, you might have seen it with Justin Bieber. He had a video exposing this. If you really pay attention and you pause certain scenes, you can see him actually have drawings of pizza. So it's all over Hollywood. It's basically a code name for pedophilia. So there's a menu of items that refers to children, adults, certain things. There's a whole conspiracy, which is honestly not a conspiracy anymore because of the Epstein files, but it's shown subliminally in movies, shows, and commercials, most known in Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney. So here are some of the code words that are used. So hot dog means a boy. Pizza means girl. Cheese is little girl. Pasta is a little boy. Ice cream is a male prostitute. And walnut is a person of color. Some of the people that exposed this was the lead singer of Coldplay, who passed away. So he exposed this in one of his songs, and he spoke out about it. Tragically, he died on April 20th, 2018 at the age of 28. While on vacation with his friends. They said his death was a suicide, but you never know with those kind of things, especially after he spoke some truth to this. Another person that exposed this was none other than Paul Walker from the Fast and the Furious series. He died in a single car crash in November of 2013 from combined effects of the traumatic crash and thermal injuries because his car did go up in flames. Paul Walker was actually invited after the Haiti earthquake, which he went to go help out, and he kind of found out that a lot of these government assistance programs are like NATO or UNICEF or the UN helping in destructions or FEMA were actually transporting children and writing them off as missing, and they're putting them into slave trades, black market for the organ donors. So yeah, so I think right after this is when Paul Walker tragically died, which is a little odd. Could be looked at again. I don't know if it was an accident or I don't know if there's something wrong with his car, but we lost him in November of 2013. Another person that spoke about this very heavily was Prodigy. If you don't know him, he's from Mobb Deep, a hip hop group from the 90s. He exposed this in his raps, his music, his videos, and his book. He exposed others. He exposed Jay-Z and Oprah and people who have been part of this conspiracy, I would say. So we lost Prodigy in 2017 from complications of sickle cell anemia. He actually choked on an egg while being hospitalized, which is a little odd. I don't know if there was any foul play, but I'm suspecting there was, even though people say it was accidental. He died in Vegas. He had battled sickle cell for a long time. Prodigy exposed a lot of things and brought a lot of light to the people who run the government. So another person who exposed this was Jim Caviezel. He played Jesus in The Passion of Christ, which was directed by Mel Gibson. So he's been exposing this thing since he had that experience filming The Passion of Christ. He said it was eye-opening, and he said his faith was stronger than ever. In 2019, he had an accident where a random person they actually threw a bicycle into his path while he was on his motorcycle, and he's been blacklisted from Hollywood for years now, especially after doing or portraying Jesus in that film. Another person that was connected to that was Mel Gibson, which he directed The Passion of Christ. Mel Gibson has been labeled anti-Semitic, crazy drug addict, alcoholic, and has been blacklisted from Hollywood. He's been speaking about this since the 90s, actually. He's been on many podcasts like Joe Rogan and other shows exposing and telling people the truth. So yeah, I want to talk about a very important person in this case that I think gets overlooked or is actually not getting looked on enough is Oprah. Oprah has come up in many names and many files. She was connected to Harvey Weinstein, to Sean Diddy Combs, to Jeffrey Epstein. Harvey Weinstein was actually a very close friend of Oprah for years, and An actress named Katie and Noble actually exposed them both, saying that she would see them go in and out of hotel rooms together. In 2007, Oprah Winfrey opened a leadership academy for girls in South Africa, uh, shortened for OWLAG Academy. She was in 2007. It was involved in allegations of abuse and missing students. A person in charge of the dorm was charged with abusing the students. They arrested her, but she was acquitted of all charges in 2010. In 2011, an incident of a newborn baby was found in a student's bag, which was investigated by police, but then again, all charges were dropped. In 2026, Oprah came out in the Epstein files saying she took a private jet to the Epstein Island around 11 times. So if you connect the dots, there was missing children, and then she's connected to Epstein Island taking 11 trips. So where did these children go? Like, they went missing, and this never came out in the news. Not any major news article was written about this. It was pretty hush hush. Um, so the incident wasn't very well known. Now, if you move to 2023, there was the Hawaiian fires where people say they saw kids go missing, and neighbors reported seeing children just disappear, or saying they couldn't find them or they were lost in the fire. They couldn't recover bodies. And some people say up to 31 people, kids, they simply disappeared. After the scandals of her academy came out, Oprah, the show ended in 2011. Yeah, so I think Oprah is one of those big names that should be looked at, especially after coming out on the Epstein files. I don't know if she'll stand trial. I'm not sure what's going to go forward with all this, but she should, because I think they're definitely hiding something. In my opinion, Ellen was also a part of this, but I think she revolted. If you guys remember in the Oscars that Ellen hosted, she literally trolled executives and actors by saying they love pizza. Pizza, going back, is the code name for, a girl, underage girl in this pedophilia sex ring. So she actually ordered pizza live on TV and brought everybody, said they love pizza, and she even asked Harvey Weinstein to pay and tip the delivery driver. And she basically fed them pizza and kind of mocked them on live television. And if you remember, right after that, her show got canceled. She basically, everybody told her that she was a crazy, hard to work with, horrible person, and she got canceled and blacklisted from Hollywood, and she retired. A lot of people in Hollywood have joked about pizza in code words and eating children, which is at times it gets a laugh, but I think it's much more deeper than just a laugh and a joke. These people could include Sandra Bullock, The Rock, Adam Sandler, Ellen, Oprah, Kevin Hart, and Steve Harvey. Now, if you look at the background in her studio, it shows the same colors that were brought up in the Epstein files and the same house that is standing still to this day in the Epstein Island, which was a white and blue house. It's the same house in the Ellen studio, and there is water and palms in the background trees. So I'm guessing that's sort of a play about Epstein Island, considering they're probably close, her and Epstein. There's also a famous picture and famous live I think she did, where Ellen is wearing like this white sweater with drawn on red face, it looks like a child's face with blood, basically. And that's actually, I found it to be symbolism. I think it was probably a victim, and he was probably badly eaten. She has a lot of art about depicting some serious satanic word codes, pictures, and looking into this, a lot of people are saying that the artist behind all this was Jean-Michel Basquiat. He was a famous artist, if I'm not mistaken, from New York. And this brings up Jay-Z, who is very close to him and actually kind of mirrors him and copied his style, kind of said he was trying to be him, which is kind of weird. You also see him wearing the same sweater along with Ellen, along with Madonna, and a lot of others, which I don't know if maybe it's an inside joke to them, a bad one at that, but it's something very subliminal that is hiding in plain sight. Also, back to Ellen's art, she had a lot of art in her house. There was a picture, there was an art about a person or a kid being tortured or cut up in this drawing is depicted as such. So that kind of makes you question, why would anybody draw that? Like, why would anybody be hanging that in their house in the first place? And there is another drawing she had that somebody knows those exact sayings or letters or words, saying it comes from spirit cooking, which is a form of conjuring, a form of a ritual when sacrificing something. So it could probably be not, it's not really subliminal if that's what it means, but it's kind of crazy how people have that in their house, especially someone who claims to be Christian, somebody who claims to help children, to help the people. So I'm guessing Ellen was part of all this. She revolted. They canceled her. She's gone from Hollywood. She got blacklisted. So sadly, that's kind of what happens if you speak up about this kind of situations. The same kind of phase that comes up in that sweater they wear is actually shown years and years before in the famous movie Castaway with Tom Hanks. If you guys remember the scene with the volleyball where he's lonely, he's going insane, and he kind of handprints the volleyball with blood, and he kind of talks to it. That's probably very related to the face and sweater. It's kind of, it's kind of very demonic that people mock and people kind of just take it as a joke when it probably means this depicted face that is everywhere probably was a child or a person who was tortured, which was which is so sad. The volleyball, famously in the movie Castaway, actually sold as merchandise of the same handprint. You can see it all over Hollywood, all over shows and TVs. You can buy it at stores. You can see it at many shows with people wearing this as a costume. You can even in 2010 or 2009 for the, I think it was the Grammys or the MTV Awards, I'm not sure. Lady Gaga was seen wearing this red outfit that depicted this kid's or this gentleman's face, and she kind of wore this all out, covering her face. I don't know if it was a mock or anything to that, but she kind of was part of all that too, especially with her subliminal messaging early when she quote unquote sold her soul, and she kind of was riding this wave of fame, especially in the, like 2009 to like 2014 when she was at the top of her career going. So yeah, there's other art that was shown depicting horns and this evil thought skulls with the word quote unquote on revenge, which is very subliminal. I don't know exactly the meaning. I don't know why, but I have pictures for all this. I will be posting them along with my with this episode, so you guys can see, you guys can comment and share your thoughts on this. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is made up? Do you guys believe in this? Do you guys think it's far-fetched? Let me know. Yeah. So in conclusion, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think some of y'all need to stop turning the other cheek when you guys see these kind of things. You guys need to stop praising these people who claim to be righteous or Christians, and you guys need to take a good look and notice that these people are just demons in disguise, honestly. Okay, so thank you. This was Conspiracy Theories with Chewy. I will be doing these like every other week. They're not gonna be long, maybe 10, 15 minutes an episode. Just bringing up little conspiracy theories that catch my eye, that seem very interesting to me. Please like and subscribe. You can catch us on our weekly episodes of Goon Talk every Thursday here on YouTube. And you can follow us on IG, on TikTok at Goon Talk, and you can listen to us on Spotify also at Goon Talk. If you search us, we'll come up. Thank you, everybody.